Alrighty.
People here in Louisville.
Well, hello, everyone. Ooh, okay.
It's like the more you give, the more I want. And baby, that's no lie. Oh, no, baby. Tell me, what can I say? What am I gonna do? How should I feel with everything in you? What kind of love is this that you give me? Is that in your kiss? Or just because you're sweet? You're all I know. And every time you're in it, I feel ashamed. Something moves. I scream your name. What you got to do with darling? Ain't got enough for your love, babe. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough for your love, babe. Oh, no, babe. Girl, if I can only make you see and make you understand. Girl, your love for me is all I need. And more than I can stand. Oh, well, babe, how can I explain all the things I did? You've given me so much. Girl, you're so unreal still. I keep loving you. More and more each time. Girl, what am I gonna do? Don't you blow my mind? I get the same old feeling. Every time you're here, I feel the pain. Something wrong. I scream your name. That's what you got to do with darling. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, babe. All my life. Right. But you can believe it's going to take the rest of my life to keep me. Oh, babe. Can't get enough of your love, babe. I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, my God, babe, can't get enough of your love, babe. Oh, babe. Girl, I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, babe. Darling, can't get enough of your love, babe.
What's going on, people? So if you're out there, go ahead and let us know. We're on a few minutes early, as we always do. As you're joining, make sure you can let us know if you hear us okay. What am I gonna do? Baby, come on over here. See, Jennifer is the first person to kind of join. You know, we've been out pocket for a little bit. So Fuller's over on the side dancing, y'all. Over on the side dancing. So let's see. Darling, I can't get enough of your love, baby. Okay. We got to kind of hold tight. Make sure we got people. Very right, even got the words. When I put myself on mute, I can see all the words to the song. What's up, Chris Page?
Light skinned bro.
You just got off the about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Chris, you hear us all right? Because you know, Fuller, we just start because we just like to have a conversation with ourselves. What's up, Hines? In the house, in the house. Hines. Like, what other song you got? Because we got like another couple minutes before we gonna get it going. Yes, ma'am. Chris says he can hear us all right.
Okay, okay.
Good. Oh, baby, you looking good.
Oh, baby. Thank you, baby. Let's see what I got here.
You know, Pastor was talking about yesterday. You know, Christians, we ought to have a little bit more fun than what we're doing.
And the rest of them, yeah.
And so we have been living life to the fullest, no pun intended, but we have. And so we're gonna get started, you guys, in a matter of about a minute. We're gonna play another song, and then we're gonna jump right on in. What have y'all been doing? Oh, yes. So as you're joining, tag somebody and let them know that we are back. We took a little bit of a hiatus, and we're gonna talk about that. I can't tell y'all all, can't spill all the cheese right this second, but we're gonna get back going. You know, maybe I think, you know, when what's up? We talking about dance, this your dance. Jennifer, you don't see a sister dancing over here? What's up, Jen? So,
Somebody can tell me what this is. This breaking real old school. Listen.
let's see. What do I do that?
I don't know. Y'all know this is an original
this
show.
Is like a
Cause we be
live in color.
and everything be happening that don't supposed to be happening.
Start playing something just like that. What? Turn it back.
That was real popular, so it's back in the day. Just a little jazz. Anybody guessing? Pastor Eric Himes. Hey Gwendolyn, how you doing?
Everybody know that tune?
It's not Shake Your Thing, not Cisco Kid. You getting close though.
You said Jennifer talking about for me to shake my thing.
Oh.
But Eric Hahn says Cisco Kid.
No, he almost. There's almost that. That reminds you.
Yeah, Jennifer, she said she's
Get up and shake your thing. Q, you gotta give him shake your thing. Gwen as well, Eric Times. Nobody can guess. Hard to hear. Oh, hard to hear.
Oh, the music. Y'all dance it? We like all kinds of music, y'all. I like your hat.
Thank you. Celebrating the hometown boy. Hometown. I'm a fan of local folk.
Hard to, yeah, okay, so cut it down just a little bit, baby. So we're going to get started. Did anybody, what's up, Val? Good to see you guys. We are back from our trip from Hawaii. Baby, let me just tell you this. I don't actually believe that I've completely recovered from the time difference. I feel sleepy like right now.
I do too.
Maybe that's because we were 6 hours behind.
And we was running when we got back, hit the ground running.
Non-stop, you guys. So look, welcome back to episode, I messed it up. I got to switch. So it should be season 5, episode 3.
Yep.
And what's up, Pastor Glover? In the house.
How's Lady G? Lady G.
Look, I'm going to call Pastor Glover JG. What's up? So we have been, as you guys are aware, we have been in Hawaii. Is that it? We've been in Hawaii, and we came back. Has it only been a week? No, week.
Yeah,
week. And we cannot tell you guys, as you guys have saw from our videos, how great that trip was.
Thank you, Vaughn. It was really
Pull me out of it. Let me just tell y'all this.
I just have lapses. I'm not recovered yet.
Yes, we are back. But look, so we were going to, when we got back, as soon as we got back, first of all, you guys, let me just give y'all a tidbit of tea. When you travel to like places like Hawaii, and there was no fault of our own because we didn't book the travel, you got to do direct flights.
Yes.
Hear what we say. That don't be, and we weren't cheap, but that was through our program. Yeah. It was already.
The company booked it in, so we had to go with the flow.
Look, Carolyn Holston. Yeah, okay. Hello to you too. What's up,
Homegirl, what's up,
y'all?
Carolyn?
When we tell you, make sure you go direct flight, and if you want a video or to watch videos, now American is all right. Yeah. But you got to use your own phone to watch a video. Now, Delta, you're going to have the video on the back of the seat.
That's right.
So we ain't telling you who to fly, but all we saying is.
I fly Delta.
Okay.
I understand. I ain't telling anybody what to fly. I'm telling you, I go Delta.
You're welcome, Yvonne. Thanks for sharing the Hawaiian experience.
First of all, we had a 4.5-hour flight to Phoenix. We stopped in Phoenix because it was a storm in Atlanta. We missed our connecting flight by 5 whole minutes.
And the flight and the airline did not stop and wait on probably the 25 people that also missed.
That's right. That's right.
And that's something.
And then we waited 2 hours to catch another flight to LAX. Right. And another couple hours at LAX to catch a United over to Hawaii. It took all day long. We should have gotten in the hotel about 1 o'clock p.m. Hawaii time. And we got in the hotel at 9 o'clock at night. So that was like a 7 or 8 hour gap that we missed paradise, enjoying paradise.
For a whole day.
But we still had a good attitude.
Well, one thing I learned, and this is for other people's commercials.
Okay.
So one thing we learned is that when we take trips like that, is we're gonna go down a day early or 2 days early, so that we can enjoy it, get through the reservation line, get through the hotel, check in, and all of that, and then make sure that we got the time to spend in paradise. But it was we're not even complaining, because that thing was off the chain, as y'all saw from the pictures, and we cannot tell you how much, that was such a blessing for us. And we are so glad to get back. And then once we got back, then we ended up, Fuller had to get his tooth pulled. It was scheduled. Okay. How you feel?
I feel good. I mean, it's not bothering me at all. I didn't have, little to no pain doing it. And I'm fine. So
I have school stuff going on.
You had, and been working, and kids are getting back to going to school. So it's a lot of running around and
So, look, can I tell you this real quick, man? As I was, I don't know if you or any of you are teachers that are on here, but today I learned a lot about David. My late husband was a high school math teacher, and to say that the things that they have to do as teachers, you have to do if you're a teacher, have to do. My hat goes off to you, because the things from making sure security is right, making sure you make sure the kids get on the right bus, to making sure the kids get in class, if they're sick, if their parents, dealing with the parents, dealing with the administrators, dealing with the superintendent. I was like, you know what? I'm tired just from, and I can't believe they don't pay our teachers more money. But needless to say, it's all good. I know that there's a teacher out there that decided to become a teacher because she didn't care about the money. He didn't care about the money, but they care about, being, sowing a seed, being into, imparting to the children. Great. And we don't have enough teachers. So what are we going to talk about today?
You call it, I start talking.
So I put the title in the header there, which is "Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Baby." And, we spill all our tea, and Fuller don't even know half the stuff I'm going to say. He's just like, "Darlene, did you really share that?" And he doesn't even ask me that, because he shares so much stuff. Sometimes I'm like, "Fuller, did you just say that?" So when I tell you that this man right here is the apple of my eye, this burgundy don't do it justice. If you were an apple, I'd bite you, baby.
Bite me, baby.
I said that now. Look.
Come on now. Hello.
But he is really just a great person. I mean, on the trip itself, he attended to all of my needs. And in fact, the only thing he said is, "No, I don't want to really do much of anything. I just want to rest. I just want to, wherever you are is where I want to be." And that's what we did. We didn't overconsume ourselves for hanging out, excursions,
yeah. All of that.
But even when we got back home, I think about the small things that Fuller does as it relates to our relationship. So like this past weekend, he brought me some roses, unexpected. Our anniversary is coming up. What will it be? 7, 8 months? I'm supposed to know. 8 months. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. 8 months. And so August the 6th would be our 8-month anniversary. We are getting ready to come up on 1 year. And then you bought the roses, and we went for our date night at our little spot around the corner from our house. And then as we were on our date night, Fuller, he's talking, he's all romantic, y'all. And he's like looking, staring in my eyes, making googly faces. And then, one of the singers were actually really good, but the music was so loud. And so, And so we were just chit-chatting. And I said, man, you know what? I could just go home and work on some apps. I go home and do some work. Fuller said, "What you say?" He looked at me and said, "What did you just say?" Oh, maybe he didn't say anything, but that look. And so y'all see there's a look right here. So I tried to clean it up, and I couldn't really clean it up. And he got in the car and he was like, "Darlene, do you realize how romantic this evening was until you decided you wanted to start talking about work?" Now, how many of us in our relationships, it's 9 months, thanks, when keep up with our relationship? When be on the money. And so, but how many of us in our relationships, you say things and you let it slip and then you wish you could take it back? I wish I could take that back, because I really didn't mean to say I was going to go home and work. I really meant to say, I had Fuller on my mind, but he didn't receive it that way. And I apologize. And so when we got home, go ahead.
Hello, D.Y.
Jimmy Harris.
My cousin Jimmy, Griffin Knight, originally. Chris Page again. Look, here I am, Darlene, we have been busy all week long. A lot of her, day and night. So she'll come home doing her work. As soon as she get to bed, she falls asleep. So, 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. So so I said, well, Friday night, I asked for Thursday. I said, Friday night, you gonna be available for date night? Oh, yes. Oh, I want to do date night. I ain't gonna let nothing get in the way of date night. So here I am anticipating a very romantic evening, quiet, without the kids. Went to a little jazz club around the corner, place we'd like to go. Try to eat, well, we ate pretty healthy. I ate the salad. So we just enjoying the music. I mean, the musician was dynamic. The singer was awesome, but it was just too loud. They was just playing too loud. But anyway, so I'm just being all romantic, getting all the love song, singer, body language, the look, looking down the chest, and all and staring at her and mooching at her and all that. I'm just being the best romantic person I could possibly be. And this Negro had the nerve, what she been doing all week. I'm doing my best Mac Daddy, Don Juan, Cubic. I'm pulling out all the stops. And she said, I think I'll just go home and do some application and go there. And I mean, man, that thing shook me. I was totally ticked off. So when I'm ticked off, I won't say nothing because I refuse to get out of my character with words. And so the best thing for me to do, because I'm never going to argue. I'm never going to raise my voice. I'm just going to shut down and just wait till the right time to cool down. It take me longer this time to cool down than normally. I think it took me about an hour, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm sharing this, babe, is because, on this Facebook Live, StreamYard Live, when couples share, and whether it's marriage ministry, we talk about it at a high level when we have issues in our marriage. We don't tell all the truth. Right. So we try to mask it with the beauty, and like we mask it with, oh, he's so chummy. As soon as we get off the live, we don't talk to each other. We don't touch each other.
And just like in church, we tell folks, man, God delivered me, or I got this breakthrough finance. They don't tell you about the sweat and the worry and the tears they went through to get there. They always talk about the victory. But what did you do before you attained the victory? What was the struggle? Yeah. What was going on in your mind? And mind is the playground. So what's going on in your mind? How does your body feel? Did you lose any sleep? I want to know the details. So if I run across this, I know what to expect. But all you talk about victory, so you think something wrong with you, or something wrong with your marriage, because you don't want to have a marital problem. But we ain't got no marital problem. We don't have that. But we nip it in the bud.
Yeah. However, as Fuller was like, you know what? We can just go on home. I was like, no, what are you talking about? Let's go drive around. Let's go do something else, because the concert, which is really kind of a little spot, you only got an hour and a half for the show. And so it's really right around the corner from my house. We still got the whole night ahead of us.
9 o'clock.
And so now it's 9 o'clock. So I'm like, so let's go, and he's like, you got work on your mind. And I'm like, I don't really have no work on my mind. And so, but he was like annoyed. I don't know if I've seen Fuller like this before. And so I said to him, Fuller, don't let the enemy come into our Friday night and really just destroy or put on hold really what started out as a great evening. And now it turns into bleh, right? So then we end up going home. And by that time, now this is what we do from the opposite side. Now I got an attitude. So I'm like, oh, so we're going to do it like that. So I'm like, well, shit, I just come home. I don't have to really work, but I don't have nothing to say. And don't the other side, in this case, me, ladies, I'm just talking about to the ladies. Now he upset, so now I'm upset. I don't even know what I'm upset about. But I know kind of what I'm upset about, because he keep talking about what I did wrong. And I'm like, that was not what my intentions were. What you want to say?
Let's keep on talking about?
You were.
No, I was not. I was talking about how upset I was about it, because here I am, have made these plans and excited about it, and this, don't do this. Don't do this. If you're gonna if we say it's our date night, let's do date night. If you say, well, we can't do date night, I have a lot to do, I have work to do, I'm cool with that. I'm saying, because I'm easy, I'm breezy. I said, okay, you can do that. And I don't mind you working. But when we make a schedule plan and I ask you a day ahead of time to be sure that you weren't gonna do no work, and your mind was on work, and I wanted your mind on me, not the kids, not mama, not your job, not Legal Shield, not John, not Billy, not Bob, not Sarah, Rolisha, or whatever name, Monisha, or whatever. I wanted your undivided attention. And when I didn't get it, I pouted like a little boy, because my feelings were hurt.
Oh, but we recovered.
Yeah. And when she made another statement, I just want to make this clear. She said, don't let the devil get in our relationship. No, it wasn't the devil, it was you.
Oh, call me the devil, y'all.
No, when you let the devil have nothing to do with your man. No, that work. No, the devil have nothing. Don't put that on the devil. Don't blame the devil for that. Now he get enough blame for everything.
Yeah. But guys, what we're showing you is that while we do have this Facebook Live, GodFidence, man, we like to keep it real, because people then come to counseling, like you said, they're like wondering what is wrong with me, when actually a lot of couples, most couples, gonna go through a disagreement.
Right.
It's how you solve it. How do you react? Do you decide to make a whole weekend out of being quiet? Or you're not gonna talk to each other? You're not gonna try to work it out? But with Fuller, that's why this segment is called Can't Get Enough of Your Love, because it doesn't matter whether he was right or wrong, or whether I was right or wrong. What Fuller does, that's why Fuller love Fuller. That's why Holmes love Holmes. That's why Hines love Hines. Glover love Glover. Wyatt love Wyatt. That's why whoever you are that's on here, Rashawn, that's why you love Paige. That's why you love the other.
Harris love Harris.
So you consider the other person ahead of yourself. And what Fuller always does, no matter what, and sometimes, baby, I'm going to say this. You always come back and say, I was right. I was wrong. You were right. How do I make it better? I shouldn't have responded that way.
I'll make it right.
Yeah.
You was right. I was wrong.
Yeah.
What can I do to make it right? What I decide to do about everything with everybody, not just with the kids. There's a part I played in this. Even though she was wrong, real wrong now. And seriously, I chose to say, that's not me. Even though I didn't say anything, didn't say much. I was quiet because I had to get myself together. Because I stepped out of this realm that I'm in, it's not the will of God for me personally, my marriage or whatever. So what I did was I told Darlene, I apologize for getting out of my character, because my character is not quiet, nor is it anger, nor is it being upset. And I know how to communicate, and I should have communicated. But I wasn't ever mad. My feelings was hurt. My feelings hurt. I wasn't mad, but my feeling was hurt because I desired you at that moment. And that's the time we had set apart after a busy week, hands down. one of the busiest weeks we had in a while. And just getting back and trying to readjust to the time. And, so I repent because of my attitude. And I repent because that wasn't Kenneth Fuller type of character.
Yeah, and I've never met anyone like Fuller that will come back and apologize, even if he wasn't really wrong, to make it right. He just says, what can we do to move forward from here? And that's the can't get enough of your love. I can't get enough of who you are, because every time I look up, it doesn't matter who did what. You always come back with, we both always come back with, you know what, at the end of the day, we're gonna make this relationship better than what we had. So it's a brief hiccup, and I wonder how many of us would just have a hiccup.
And it didn't last the whole night. It might last a couple hours.
Yeah.
But that's it. And after that, how long? It's longer than?
About a couple hours. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, maybe.
Right.
And I don't even know if that. It probably maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. And then we're back on track. Because once repentance has take place, revival is always going to take place. A time of refreshing. Yeah. And that was a time of refreshing. Let them clear that throat.
But I think, too, that, on the flip side, I just being with you gives me the freedom to say what I needed to say as well. Because oftentimes the person that offended the other person or caused the argument, they don't even know right offhand that they've done something. That's why it's so important to talk. Because what happens is Fuller could have walked away and been quiet the whole night. And then I could have been like, well, shoot, bump him. I'll just go and sit and watch TV. I don't have time for that tonight. It's Friday night. I just want to go out, sit and eat my ice cream cone. And we ignore those signs, and then they fester. They come into something else. And we had just come off of a whole nice free vacation, not free, really, but whole nice vacation of just enjoying each other. It was just he and I, Paige, as Yvonne Holmes had said, Paige and Morgan were hanging out. So we didn't have no kids. Austin was in DC. And so we were just us. And then to come home, and then I let, work. And babe, this happens to a lot of couples where you let work become the priority. Fuller said to me early on in our relationship, and I'm continuing to work on Darlene getting better. But he said to me, he said, Darlene, sometimes all I want to know is, when can I just be number one in your life? You have mom, you got kids, you got house, you've got CNN, you've got, legal shield stuff going on. You have trips for all your business affairs. Somebody's calling you, you get tired, fast because my mind goes on 100. And then I go. And so when does your spouse become number one? What have I made priority over you?
We wasn't married then.
I wasn't even married. But I'm learning that, work, while I want to work all the time, Fuller's like, but what profit, like Bob said, what profit a man to gain the whole world? And in this case, lose your spouse. Not lose your soul, just lose your spouse, lose the connection, lose the, attention to that person. Because Fuller is always at attention.
But why pray for a husband that you want? Or why pray for a spouse that you want? And then you don't have time to nourish that relationship. And that's what I say about Christian relationships in the past. The reason Christian has as many more divorce than the world is, because they just happen to put church first. Church everything, and that's what I used to do in the beginning. Church everything. Your kids going to church all the time, and you going here for church, and this for church, and this for church, and then wind up, and only communication you have is children communication, because you put all your love and investment in the children and in the church, and then there's no room for the people. They look up 15, 20 years later and say, "What's your name is? Who are you? But I don't even like you. I don't know why we stand together." So they wind up getting divorced just because they're not taking time to get to know each other and share those intimate moments with them. And about heart, I'm a romantic. That's not a day that I don't romance Darlene. That's not a day I don't romance her or tell her something romantic, or tell her something about not just being romantic, just I love you. What you have on today. I think that green on her is popping today. I love that color. So I'm going to go and buy her something like that, another color, because I like that color on. See what I'm talking about doing? I'm already planning on doing something for her, because she's on my mind, because she's number one priority in my life. And because that's where my heart lies, she's going to benefit the treasure.
And other things that you do. And I hope that, and I know that other people do this, and if they don't, maybe they'll continue to look at opportunities for improvement. Fuller will say, I went into my car to put a little lipstick on my lip because my makeup little case is in the car. Fuller said, oh. He came to the car. As soon as he saw me coming, he opened up the front door. I was going to the back seat, but he still went before me. He still makes sure that, the door is open, whether it's me or Paige, and he's continuing to teach Austin about opening up the door. But anytime something comes up, whether it could be money, like this weekend, we were getting ready to go shopping for school. And, the kids kind of shopped because of the Hawaii trip. So they've got some school stuff that they've already kind of put in place. It was for the trip, but they got some new stuff. And so Fuller said, we're getting ready to go shopping, going to go to the outlet. He gave each of them some money, put it in their hand, and then gave me some money as well. And I'm like, I've never had anybody think ahead of us going shopping. It's the little things. Fuller taught a lesson on it's the little things. It's the little things the Bible says that spoil the vine. But because you do the little things, when it's time for him to reap or reap from the harvest that he's been. Is that right? Am I saying right?
Little things make big things happen.
Yeah.
Little things make vision come to pass. Little things that you do in a relationship make it blossom. It's the little things that you do every day. And they don't have to be a whole lot every day, but those little things adds up. Yeah. And it causes growth.
Yeah. And even the texting. Yeah. Like when Fuller texts me, he'll say, did you see my text? No, not yet. But that's important that you respond to the text, to the little things, to let your spouse know that you hear them and that you're there. So, babe, it is that time. Look,
our time is gone.
The time.
Let me see some comments. See what they said before you hang up. That's a very beautiful color on your Gwendolyn.
GodFidence says, give me the night. Y'all know what time it is.
When she get blessed with a man, she gonna roll out the spouse. She gonna roll out the red carpet and put on some lingerie.
You saying, Jim?
Yeah, I'm talking about something.
She right here. I'll put it on the screen. When God, not if, but when God blesses me with a godly spouse, I shall roll out the red carpet in sexy lingerie in the middle of that day. Come on, Jim.
Hey, I set my faith and agree with him, man, that he comes suddenly. And suddenly he's here. The godly kind of man you deserve, Jennifer.
For sure. So look, babe, it's that time, 6:30. We're about to get out of here, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Come back again next week.
We told you, without a doubt, this is organic. It's nothing prearranged, preordained. It's something I didn't even know what we're going to talk about. I just showed up. Matter of fact, I just got home 30 minutes before. Okay, I was racing to get here because I love you and I wanted to see you prosper in your life. I want to see you prosper in your marriage. I want to see you prosper in your relationship. If you're a widower, I want to see bring you comfort until your good thing come along. If you're not planning on or don't want to get married again, at least you can have some comfort. And those that are single, I think you can learn a lot about planning on getting married. So we are here to help. I told you when it's quit being ministry, I'm out of here because this work. But I enjoy every moment of it and hoping it bless someone in that relationship. I'm telling you, if it get any better for me, I'm going to clone myself. And remember, love and what? Is always in season. Love and kindness. Love you guys. Hope it was a blessing to you tonight. Get somebody to watch this too, so they can watch it on replay because they might be having some struggles in their marriage. And we're open to do marriage ministry somewhere. We've been getting some invitation to go out and do GodFidence on the road. So look in your area and see if we're coming in your area soon. So God bless you guys. Love you so much.
This is George Benson. Give me the night. Now I need to find out what George is talking about on this. But it's all right for us, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I see the starlight. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week, 6 p.m. GodFidence. Y'all take care. Love you. Music.